You! Should reset that. Want to get a good level 1 at least, so I can highlight it. What's up, Dan? Hope you're staying safe. I've been playing this a lot. I have a jailbroken Vita. I've been playing this like all day. This is a pretty shitty run, though. That was towards the end of the game on the Vita, but then the game decided to crash. that Dragon Mark for Death update was supposed to drop, but then it was supposed to drop tomorrow. But I guess because Nintendo's certification is all working remotely, they had to cancel it. And the community's pretty pissed off because they not necessarily because the virus. I mean, obviously it's not their fault that the virus is making it hard to get stuff certified on Switch. They're pissed off because they announced that update almost a year ago, about 10, 11 months now. And basically people are frustrated that they're making a PC port for the game, and that version is going to have the final update, and the Switch version won't. So the people that supported the game, like me, I bought that game day one. I played it, and it was not great when it launched. Like none of us are getting the game, getting the final update. I feel like they announced it too soon. I mean, I get that game development is difficult, and you can't always give a release date for things, but I think 10 months before announcing a patch like 10 months before it's ready is doesn't really work. Especially since the online is like a ghost town. I have the money to buy the PC version. I'm considering buying it just to have something to play for the next few days until Streets of Rage comes out. They're adding like two new characters. They're apparently rebalancing the game. There's supposed to be like new moves and everything. What I find funny is that I stopped playing because they announced that update like last summer. Like literally almost a year ago, they announced they were starting to tease and talk about it. They also showed like some of the moves like ages ago, like last year, and I stopped playing because I was going to wait for that. And I guess people have never actually stopped. A lot of the people in the Discord never stopped, but the lack of content for that long definitely killed the fan base pretty much. Hold on a second. Damn, a Bobo, calm down. Yo! Ah, I missed. Yeah, I bought Trials of Mana just because I had the money. I spent like $50 on Honkai Impact because they had loot boxes that actually give you guaranteed shit instead of just gambling. So I was able to support that much. Neo 2, I just haven't been in the mental state to play that game. That game's just so frustrating. I already beat it. Mostly just need to like gear grind and optimize my build. I just haven't felt like doing it, and they've been patching it like every week too. Feels like I wouldn't say they released the game half finished, but they knew that there were problems with the balance and they shipped it anyway. And when a game gets patched like literally every week, it kind of like turns me off playing sometimes. Like the Gakis, the most generic Mook in the game, were like doing more damage than the bosses, and they nerfed them like so that you can't get one shot so much. And people were actually complaining about that. I'm like, I mean, in what universe does it make sense that generic Mook does more damage and is more threatening than any of the bosses? Like the biggest problem with Neo 2 is that the generic Mooks are more dangerous than the bosses, and they're not fun to fight. And the bosses, most of the bosses are pretty fun. I actually like learning the bosses. I don't like getting sniped from 10 miles away. I'm curious how the other difficulties will be. Because that was a problem in the first game too, is past like the first 2 difficulties, everything just starts one-shotting you. And that's more than manageable on the bosses, but when you have like 5 dudes fighting you at once and someone sniping you from 10 miles away, it just felt like you couldn't do much. For a lot of things you had to take like a quick change just to like kind of circumvent the bullshit. They're obviously listening to feedback though, and that's good. I just haven't felt like playing it much right now. I've just become more attuned to like realizing when a game is pissing me off and it's not doing me any good to keep playing it. That's always been a flaw of mine, like gaming-wise, is I have too much pride, because I know that I'm really good at games, but when a game just beats me like that, I don't know how to like stop playing. And I've definitely gotten better at that since my anxiety symptoms and stuff have gotten worse. I just haven't felt like turning it on. No, I don't break my controllers and stuff, but I just get visibly frustrated. You can hear it in my voice and stuff. I've never broken a controller. These things are too expensive. Especially this one I'm using right now, I can't even buy it in the store. Oops, got too greedy. Damn, didn't have enough meter. Broke your TV. Damn, no, I've never done that either. Keep messing up that combo. I know a lot of people are going to be pissed off if the other difficulties in Neo 2 are anything like they were in the first game. It was basically just stacking damage because everything could one-shot you and you were never allowed to make a mistake. No matter what ridiculous situations they put you in, you could never actually be human and make a mistake. Yo! Nice. Yeah, my family and I have not gotten our stimulus checks yet. Obviously, I'm doing alright financially because I have a job that doesn't require me to go to a workplace, or a traditional workplace. But I'm going to use that money to upgrade my computer. I already got all the parts picked out. It's only going to take up like half of it. No! Damn. Yes! Oh, that was awesome. Hungetson! This guy is not letting me get anything started. Stop blocking! Don't like how often they block. It's always annoying in every game, especially when you can't like guard crush them. Should have like some limit to how much they can block. He would have been dead like 10 times over if he would stop blocking. Stop blocking! Fuck. The blocking is annoying, man. If they're in hit stun, they should not be able to block. Stupid. I don't like that shit. Enemies just, like, break the rules of hit stun. Just decide they don't want to be staggered. The only real thing I dislike about this game is that. I don't always feel like I get rewarded for a hit because they just decide that they want to block. I hate that in every game, though, not just this. It's the random part of it that I don't like. He's breaking out of grabs. Get some. Nope. Yeah, they have the Ninja Warriors death sound too. The drat! Drat! Yo! Yeah, there we go. Drat! Yo! I pushed the wrong button. Try to get fancy there. I haven't quite mastered the, what is it called? The EX switch cancels. Still kind of learning. played this for hours today, and I like how deep the characters are. I just don't like some of the random parts of it, the blocking and stuff. But Double Dragon has always been like that, to be fair. Yo! That is the Rival Turf Depth sound. Yeah, I was wondering why I recognized that. I played that game as a kid. Drat. Yeah, and this guy is trying to make like an authentic sequel, so I can't blame him for wanting to maintain authenticity. Also, the demographic for this is all like people in their 30s, so I can understand. That tends to be the age of gamers that like can't accept change. That like some of the mechanics they're used to and like the difficulty in the games that they grew up with was not well designed. Like they legitimately think that, you know, Nintendo games were well designed. A lot of them weren't. I guess if you're trying to make something that's like the sequel that never happened, then I guess you need to kind of still have that stuff in there. It does feel a little bit disjointed though, because you have so many more combat options, but still like stupid stuff happening. It's kind of what's happening with the Final Fantasy remake right now. That's more grounded in reality, I guess. I'm not a Final Fantasy fan at all, so I just know what I hear from outsiders. I mean, I'm the outsider. I hear it from people that are into it. Jeez, I can't even do like the Hangetsan on them. They keep blocking. It's just that Final Fantasy VII Remake is just something where there's no way to please everybody. You have the people that are like turn-based purists, and you have people like me that don't really care for turn-based combat. The game's kind of like a weird hybrid, which seems like it works, but it seems kind of clunky in some ways. I've seen some people saying that the AI is dumb. And the aerial combat is like not that great, so we don't have that many options. I can't imagine remaking a game like that. It just seems like an insurmountable task. Yo, this track is fire. I think they made the ending the way it is because they have to, Final Fantasy VII as a game is not really designed to be, like, episodic. That's why they have all those weird, like, time ghosts and shit. Oh, what's up, Gro? EA fixed your problem? Yeah, I didn't know how to help you. How'd you fix it? Get son. Ah, almost had a style switch combo there. Getting there. A couple more runs for some lab tide. Keep messing up that style switch. Timing's pretty strict. I think it would be pretty hard to play this on stick because it's a 6-button game. I might try it at some point. Get in there with the Hangedzan, but nope, it's not invincible. Ah, Jeff. I gotta get rid of Clark here, he's the one with the gun. Yo! Alright, Clark's down. How is Jeff still alive? Should have been dead ages ago. Yo! There he goes. Yo! Ah, come on, my command grab didn't come out. Double Arnold's. Did I try after the update? No, I just watched the ending. I played that game to death. I didn't get all the achievements, but I got 100%. I did a couple speed runs. I might go back to it at some point. feel like that's the ending they should have had in the first place. Instead of making the ending built around a reference that, like, 0.3% of the people playing would understand. Glad the people that were deeply offended by it got what they wanted. I didn't really care. Not the kind of game you play for the story. One Arnold down. Of course. Okay, four Abobos is a little bit much. 2 was hard enough to deal with. I'm not gonna be able to get any combos on these guys at all. This is getting kind of stupid. Why is this level over yet? This level should have ended like 5 waves ago. I don't feel like I'm making any progress because they keep coming back. If they would all line up on the side, I could probably kill them all. They don't want to cooperate. GG. Last level felt a little bit weird.